Lorsqu'on aborde le concept de l'éducation pour l'inclusion, il faudrait considérer les points suivants. Le droit à une éducation équitable et de qualité comme fondement des sociétés plus justes et pacifiques. Un accès équitable au savoir et un apprentissage pertinent pour tous et dans tous les systèmes éducatifs. Comprendre, respecter et répondre aux diversités culturelles, sociales et individuelles.
For us, education for inclusion is education for all. That means we cannot exclude any category. It means we must look after everyone, whatever category they belong to. For me, inclusion is trying to ensure the right to education for all children. You know, in the Convention on the Rights of the Child, there is a basic principle, which is non-discrimination. And so as not to discriminate amongst children, we must promote opportunity for all children, whatever their origin or their capability to be in the educational system, and ensure that their right to education is assured.
We are a caring and humane society, and in order to achieve that characteristic and attribute, we have to ensure that our education is aligned in such a way that we are inclusive in whatever we do.
The former industrial heartland of Northern England, today the capital of English football and pop music, Manchester has in recent years become Europe's main university city, with the largest concentration of students from throughout the Union. A lesser-known fact, Manchester is also one of the epicentres of what we call inclusive education. We are at the St Paul's School, the flagship for this Education for All project. Mel Ainscough, researcher at the University of Manchester, is an advocate of this kind of teaching. He plays a large part in the development of the curriculum at this primary school.
What we see in a school like this is a strong emphasis on people working together. Teachers working with teachers and support staff, schools working with communities and parents, the involvement of other services, and critically the importance of child-to-child support.
Students helping each other. In this school, there is a fundamental emphasis on working and learning in a team. Here, the students are from highly varied social backgrounds and come from over 30 different countries. Furthermore, at St Paul's, all religions are taught. This doesn't prevent the students from working in teams. In this maths class, for example, the children work in real partnership, but the one who is more advanced takes the place of the teacher. The results are remarkable.
The result is twofold. Obviously, the one child is learning in a more intimate way than in a large group, but also it's good for the confidence of the child who's taking the role of the teacher.
Eunice has regained his self-confidence since attending St Paul's. Previously, this 10-year-old, who is paralysed from the waist down, was in a school for disabled children. Today, he is a student like the others. He's even what we call here a buddy, a student who assists their teachers. In this school, he feels so well at home that he can forget his disability.
Well, really, it's obviously you can see him in a wheelchair, but you don't really know what to know about that. A buddy is a person that helps the teachers, because teachers can't do all the jobs. So like taking the cups that Dominic does, and like cleaning the teacher's room because it's been a bit dirty and they have to really go and print out some work and stuff. Like you feel a bit happy because you're helping the teachers at least, and all the teachers would be running around and they'll be really stressed all the time.
For his teachers, Eunice's disability is no obstacle to his learning.
Eunice, we just have to be careful that furniture isn't in his way. Eunice doesn't have a learning need, he just has a physical need. So he just needs to be sure that he can move around freely and he can access the lesson in the same way as everybody else.
When I'm older, I want to help children with disabilities and stuff, because you learn about them, not just about yourself as well.
Similarly, I think for the receiving school, the benefits are there for all pupils. It's not just for the individual children with needs. I kind of think what happens is that the children become much more accepting of difference, and it becomes part of the norm, so that they don't notice the difference, because that acceptance of difference is just part of the culture of the school.
Accepting differences is about learning to listen to others. Here at St Paul's, student councils are organised. Each of the students gives their opinion on the concrete problems of life at the school. Today, the problem is bullying.
So we have one about standing about bullies. So now our school council will discuss how to make an expanse on standing up to bullies. So have you any ideas? Yeah.
So maybe like we have a few teachers around, because then when like we have a teacher in every area, so they can come have a look around the area to see if there's any bullying.
Can we have a bully stop, like where there's like a table with when stress balls, so when they get angry they can just come and squeeze them with a few teachers there to make sure no one messes around with them.
We could have like a bench with the play, you know, like the play pals that we're gonna have. And say if someone sat there, they could like try and cheer them up, and one of the play pals might go and play with him if they got no one to play with.
That's a very good point. Yeah, we could do that.
At St Paul's, the school tries to instil the values of responsibility and autonomy from the earliest age. In order to do this, a number of educational activities are open to them at nursery school level, from natural sciences to drama, as well as art and learning to write. A curriculum where children are free to choose, and which allows them to explore their abilities and their tastes, as well as making their own decisions about what they would like to learn.
I think that children need to lead their own learning, and there comes the point when they've learnt what they need to learn and they want to move on to the next activity. Sometimes they might concentrate for a very long time. These children have been here about 5, nearly 10 minutes now, and other children might go to something for a very short while and then feel they've learnt what they need to learn and skip on to something else that seems exciting to them.
In this school, the high level of fulfilment of the children is the result of close cooperation between teachers and parents, to the degree where some parents provide very concrete assistance to the teachers by taking part personally. This mother is quite happy to give up some of her time to come to class. The objective is to observe, dialogue and learn in order to reproduce some of the teaching techniques at home.
If you have children here, or children in any school, at least you can take it home and you kind of know how to teach them, and you know what's being taught, and you see how much they learn. You know, I look at my boys and see the improvement they've made since they've started, and it's brilliant, and I enjoy it as well.
The great challenge today is to create an educational system which includes all children, whatever their social, religious or physical difference. Learning to live together, to coexist with people who are different, and to be enriched through our differences. This is inclusive education.
Basically, you're all different, but you're all special in your own way.
Culture and ethos of the school, that's what makes it work. I think that is the bottom line. Where it works really well, it's because it is just part of the bones of the school.
If you want other children to be as clever as you have to give a little bit of money, at least like £1 or something like that. If you want them to be happy or get a job like you guys, or they want to look up to you, really, you have to pay them or something like that. Make sure they go to school or have a house, or at least have a reputation.
Afin de faire progresser ce domaine, nous avons besoin des éléments suivants. Une réflexion sur la conception élargie de l'éducation pour l'inclusion, conduisant à des sociétés inclusives. Promouvoir la tolérance et inciter à la prise de conscience. Promouvoir des changements éducatifs et curriculaires pour progresser dans la réalisation des objectifs de l'EPT.